Okay, so I feel very, very privileged. Thank you, Shulamit. 1 second, I want to read the proper thing so I introduce you properly. We feel very, very privileged, as always, to have another beautiful Jewish woman who joins us and shares with us and really brings us their beauty, their talent, their neshama. So thank you, Shulamit. Okay, so here we go. Shulamit Dembs lives in Netanya near the sea. And she has a husband who is a big tzaddik and Talmid Chacham. They have 11 married children. And Baruch Hashem, lots of grandchildren, bli ayin hara. About 12 years ago, Shulamit started going out in the early hours of the morning for Hippolytus on the seashore, and much to her surprise, found herself singing tunes that were completely original. Since then, she has taught herself to play guitar and has been the vessel to receive around 400 original compositions, most of them to Jewish sources, though she has written about 70 in her own words. She says, it is rare for me to perform for people. Mostly my performances are daily, on a rock, on the seashore for Hashem Yishtabach, and the heavenly entourage, the sky, the earth, the sea, and all of creation. She says, if anybody wants to join, let me know. She says, I am not a speaker, a lecturer, or a teacher, so I decided that we'll learn together, and I'm happy to perform some of my songs. Wow. So with that, Shulamit, you can unmute yourself, and I'm going to mute myself and stop my video.
Did anybody hear me?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, well, yeah, like I said, so I'm not really a speaker. We're going to learn together some information. But first, before I do anything, I want to play a song for you, if that's okay with you guys. So I'm going to share my screen with this song of Tov Lo Dot Lashem. You hear me, everybody? Nobody?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, we hear
you.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, let's see if I can find what the song that I want to sing for you now. Tov Lo Dot Lashem L'Zamer L'Shimcha Elyon. Okay, do you see it? Tov Lo Hashem L'Zamer L'Shimcha Elyon. 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 Agid b'boker chastecha v'emunatcha b'leilot. 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 Tov Lo Hashem L'Zamer L'Shimcha Elyon. 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 I give a boker chastecha v'emunatcha b'leilot. 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 Okay. Naomi. Naomi, can you tell me why I see on the screen your symbol and not me as being the speaker?
I don't know why, but we can see you perfectly, not to worry.
Okay, could you hear me okay? Could you hear the song okay?
Yes, perfect, beautiful, gorgeous.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Very good. Okay, so firstly, I called the shiur, for the little bit that I'm going to speak, the power of Neguna. So the question that we can ask is, why didn't I call it the power of music? Well, firstly, I want to say as well that I'm not going to be speaking. Oh gosh, one moment. I have a problem. I have a something happened to my computer here. Hold on. Oh gosh, what the heck is going on here? This file that I need in order to be able to teach you has malfunctioned naturally. Okay, any rate, so I'll try to deal with this without the source sheet that I made, because something's gone wrong with it. I don't know what. Okay, and so what is the difference between music and Neguna? Anybody know? Okay, I guess that I get to speak to myself or something. I don't get any participation, so you'll just have to put up with me kind of giving over the material. Music, where does it come from? The music actually comes from the Greek muse, which was a Greek avodah zarah, a Greek idol. So we Jews don't call music music, we call it Neguna. Now, one moment, I'm going to try to see if I can get this file to open properly. I really don't know what happened here. Oh, gosh. Whatever Hashem does is for the good, but I really don't know what to say because I've lost my source sheet. So I'll just have to.
So Shulamit, you just you just wing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just speak from your soul. It's something that speaks to you. Nigun, this is what you do. You use it as a way to speak to Hashem. We're an open group. We're so grateful, and anything is makabel with love and gratitude. So really, don't feel uncomfortable, even a little.
Okay, very good. So, at any rate, as far as it goes with the nigun, there's actually three terms that we need to know when we deal with nigun. We have nigun, we have menagen, and we have negina. So the nigun, what is it? What makes it different from music? Because I said that music, so that comes from a Greek source that actually has a avodah zarah with it. But the truth of the matter is this: that what is a avodah zarah? It's chitzonius. It's external. It doesn't have anything to do with our neshamas. And whereas the nigun, what it is, it's the feeling that we have in our hearts and our souls. What we feel is actually called nigun. And the menagen is the person, is the waiter, you might say, that presents the nigun that is inside to the outside, which what comes outside is the niguna. So, or nigunim actually is usually what we say. So therefore, it's extremely important that we connect properly to the nigun, that we understand what we're doing. Now, there's a Zohar that says, which of course I can't quote it exactly since my source got messed up for some odd reason, but there is a Zohar that says that the Bereshit can be called Ta'ev Shir. If you take the letters of Bereshit, Bet Resh Aleph Shin Yud Taf, and you rearrange them, which is what goes on in Tikkunei Zohar, so then you get Ta'ev Shir. Ta'ev Shir means that a Kadosh Baruch Hu desires song. So that was the reason that the world was created, is for song. There's another Zohar, I think it might be in Zohar Chadash. I don't quite remember where it is, unfortunately. If somebody asks later for it, so then I'll try to send it to you. But in the Zohar it says that Yisrael is Shir El, meaning that we, Nishmat Yisrael, are the song of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So we can see that when we're talking about Neguna, we're talking about something that is very, very high. Now we have Neguna. Rabbi Nachman says in Likutei Moharan, Torah Gimel, the third one, in the first paragraph. Hine Misha Shomea Negina Menagen Rasha, Kashelo Lavodat Habore, Ukashe Shomea Menagen Kasher Vagun, Azai Tovlo. So we have to figure out why. If you know exactly what goes on, why is this business of who is the Menagen? Now, this is extremely important because we all know what we have, in our generation, etc. That we don't necessarily have menagnim that are ksherim, but let's figure out what is the source of the deep spiritual source here that's going on. If we say that Kadosh Baruch Hu created the world because he out of song and that he wants to hear us, so what does it matter who it is that sings? However, we find in Bereshit, in Perek Dalet, Pasuk Kaf Aleph, take a look there, anybody? There it's talking about the wives of Lamech. The wives of Lamech, he had two wives. One was called Ada and one was called Zillah. Ada, she had two children. One was called Yaval and one is called Yuval. Yaval, so he was the one that was responsible for being a shepherd. And he took his sheep and used it for avodah zarah. Yuval, so it says that he was the father of the kinor and yugav, which are two musical instruments, the kinor being a violin, and yugav, I don't know exactly what it is, but it says there that basically his brother pulled him in to use the music for avodah zarah. When we see something the first time in the Torah, so we know that it's connected to its spiritual source, meaning the power of music is to pull a person down to avodah zarah, to the behemoths, to being an animal, if we don't take it and use it for avodas Hashem. So here, what is this minagen that is not a kosher one? A minagen rasha, which Rabbi Nachman says is difficult for our avodas Hashem. So let's see if I can see it here. So Rabbi Nachman says what's brought in Kitzur Likutei Moharan, which is the abbreviated version of the Likutei Moharan. That was, I'm not sure who wrote it, but it was, I think, Rabbi Natan did it. So Rich L'Zer Ma'od Shelo Lishmoa Negina Me'Menagen D'Sitra Achra She'en Kavanato B'Niguno L'Shem Shemayim Klal Rak B'Shvil Mamon V'Kavod V'Itparut Kishmiat Kol Negina Shelo Mazik L'Avodat HaBorei Yitbarach, which means be careful that you don't hear Negina from somebody, from a minagan, somebody that's playing from the side of the Sitra Achra. So what is this? It's somebody who doesn't have any kavanah l'shem shemayim, and all he's doing it for is for the sake of money and honor and being glorified. Because if you listen to the music the Neguna from him. So then it's going to damage your connection with Hashem Yisborach. So let's see, as far as it goes with, you know what, I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give you another song. I can't continue to talk so much. I have to have a song. Is that okay? Okay? Boy, are you guys silent.
Beautiful.
You know,
Sounds great. Sounds great. But you know what, Shulamit, the learning is so fascinating. I don't think any of us have ever heard these things before. I'd love to hear more.
You're going to hear more. Don't worry, but I have to throw in
Okay,
a song.
go ahead.
I can't live without another song, you know. And that's like, anybody who knows me knows that the greatest pleasure I have on earth is for me to be able to share my songs. Just ask any of the girls that know me and the songs, they'll tell you all about it. Here's a song that's called Slilei HaEmunah. I translated it for you because I know there's people here that do not know Hebrew that well. And so here you have Slilei HaEmunah. Okay? Slilei HaEmunah Mimetorei Alei Bokim Ve'olim Lirapot Kol Kael Cholada Bani Anitza'efet Alefshi Tishlach Li Et Nigun Sheyirapeh Oti Kol Kach Harbe Zman Ani Mechaka שתאיר את החשך באהבתך, שתשפיע שפע ממקום עליון, עונג ושמחה ימלאו את העולם. כל כך הרבה זמן אני מחכה שתאיר את החשך באהבתך, שתשפיע שפע ממקום עליון, עונג ושמחה ימלאו את העולם. רחשי הלב אצלי להניגון, מתפשטים כמו צבעי הקשת לכל כיוון, מביעים את הרצונות האינסופיים להשיג קרבת אלוקים. כל כך הרבה זמן אני מחכה שתאיר את החשך באהבתך, שתשפיע שפע ממקום עליון, עונג ושמחה ימלאו את העולם. כל כך הרבה זמן אני מחכה שתאיר את החשך באהבתך, שתשפיע שפע ממקום עליון, עונג ושמחה ימלאו את העולם. Okay.
Did you write that?
Yes,
Did you
yes,
write
yes,
that?
yes, yes, yes.
That was very beautiful. The words were just exquisite, really
Thank you.
beautiful. And you know what comes across so beautifully is your purity and your tmimius. Really, it's really so, really comes through why you sing and what Nigun really means for you. So it's very beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
For sure, for sure. Okay. Anyway, besides the person that's singing, also the person who's playing the instruments, interestingly enough, also influences your avodas Hashem. Okay, now we're going to see what the actual power that we have here with the Neguna. I'm going to read to you a piece from Likutei Halachot of Rabbi Natan that I think it's one of the most powerful ones that I've seen in this area. He writes like this: Ikar hadveikut v'itchabrut l'Hashem itbarach mizeh ha'olam hashafel v'hagashmi v'hanamuch ma'od hu al yedei nigun v'zimra. Now, you're just not going to believe this. I mean, like this is so powerful. The main way of dveikus and connection to Hashem Yisbarach from this lowly world, this Gashmis world, this world of physicality, which is so low, is by nigun and song. Got it, everybody? So we're all going to go sing, right? And he continues. Ukamo shero'in b'chush, she'afilo ha'adam ha'rachok ma'od me'Hashem Yisbarach. Umunach b'riyuta ha'tachtona al pirov al yedei nigun nitorel Hashem Yisbarach u'maskir t'atzmo lehekan hu be'olam. So we see the power. We see that if a person, as far away as he may be from Hashem Yisbarach, he may be down really, really in the lowest levels that can possibly be, he can be woken up to have a desire to come close to Hashem by a nigun. I did it for you, didn't I, with Slilei Ayamunah? Didn't it wake you up to want to come close to Hashem? Yeah, I mean, that's a great song. Okay, rock, but we have a condition. כששומעים הניגון מנגנים ושומעים או קלים המצויים עכשיו ביותר, אזי יכול להזיק ביותר. However, if you listen to somebody that is playing nigunim and he's a Rasha, he's not connected to Hashem and his heart is not with Hashem. Oh, there's something I forgot to mention, of course. We serve Hashem through our ears with the nigun, right? However, it's not just that we're serving Hashem with our ears, it's our heart. It's written like this, that Shmiya Beliba Talia, that our hearts are dependent on, our hearing is dependent on the heart, and it goes also the other way. Shlomo HaMelech asked for Lev Shomea, Netata La'avdecha Lev Shomea. Zot Omer, that the heart hears what comes from the ears, and so if we hear something that is not good as far as it goes spiritually, it's going to influence our heart. And on the other way, if our heart is not pure, the songs, the music that we're going to go after is going to be from the Sitra Achra, is going to pull us down. And so one is connected to the other, and which goes to show how careful we must be. So like Rabbi Natan says here, there's so much bad nigunim going on in our generation. Be careful. Be careful. Stay away from it. It means that we don't have such a thing as entertainment when it comes to nigunim, to what we hear. It's all avodas Hashem. So when you go someplace, when you turn on the radio, when you put on some sort of disc, whatever it might be, pay attention. What is it doing to your heart? Is it making you come close to Hashem, or is it pushing you away? That is, that's the main point that I want to make as far as it goes with my speaking this afternoon. For me, it's this afternoon. For you guys, it's this morning. For most of you, okay. I'm going to read you one more thing, and I was zoche the merit to make a song out of this little piece that I'm going to say to you. Rabbi Nachman says in Sichot Haran, Tov la'adam la'argil et atzmo sheyuchol la'chyot et atzmo im eze nigun ki nigun דבר גדול וגבוה מאוד מאוד ויש לו כוח גדול לעורר להמשיך את לב האדם לשם רך. I'm going to share my screen. I put the translation so that all of you will be able to know. It's exactly what are the words. Everybody see it? Yeah, with the translation. Okay. טוב לאדם להכיר את עצמו, שיכול להחיות את עצמו. איזה ניגון. טוב לאדם להכיר את עצמו, שיכול להחיות את עצמו. איזה ויש לו כוח גדול להמשיך את לב האדם להשם יתברך. ויש לו כוח גדול להמשיך את לב האדם להשם יתברך. ויש לו כוח גדול להמשיך את לב האדם להשם יתברך. ויש לו כוח גדול להמשיך את לב האדם להשם יתברך. Okay. So one more little piece of interesting information that has to do with Neguna. We spoke about the fact that the source originally of how the Nigunim came to the world was through Yuval and Avodah Zarah. So where did the Nigunim of Kedusha come to us? So Rabbi Nachman says in Likutei Moharan, Reish Lamed Zayin, which is 237, Ikar hanigun v'kli shir hevi Levi liolam k'muva b'zohar. You with me? She'ikar hanigun misitra de Levi. It came from Leah. It came from Levi. So that comes from Leah. Because Leah said, Hapam Yelaveh Ishi Alai. So now my husband will accompany me. She'ata Hapam Shenolad Levi, She'al Yado Ba B'chinat Nigun Kli Shir Leolam. Because Levi, he was the one that brought, that is known, the musical instruments and the Neguna to the world. Okay, is that? Vaven, רגע, כי התקבלו שני דברים על ידי ניגון כלי שיר, ואבן, זה בחינת כלי זמר שמנגנים על חתונה. And so, as we said before, the main way that we can connect spiritually with Hashem is with nigun and musical instruments, though there's certain conditions which musical instruments that can be used. That, as you see, my holy guitar, so it's wooden, and it actually, there is a picture that my husband showed me in Mishnayos of a musical instrument called the bitnon, if I'm not mistaken, that looks just like a guitar that they used in the Beis HaMikdash. So I have hope that my guitar will get to play in the Beis HaMikdash in Mitzvah Hashem. So the reason, and this is the reason, because it connects two things together, that there's musical instruments at a wedding. So if you think about it, to make the Chatan and Kala, which are actually not connected, so that's why we have music at the wedding. Okay. What I want to do for you is a couple of things. Number one, I want to give you my details. For anybody who wants to make contact with me, I will be more than happy to send you my songs. Things are recorded. If there's people that play music that want to receive the chords, so I'll send that as well. And just all you need to do is write me either by email or in my WhatsApp. See, you can copy this down, everybody. Got it? Okay. And besides that, what I want to present you with is
Shulamit, I share everything on the WhatsApp group, so there's no need for that on me. I will share all your information on the WhatsApp groups with all the women later, so not to worry.
Okay, fine, thank you. Now, what I want to do is I want to present you with a music video clip that I made a few years ago on the sea. Well, my granddaughter is a specialist in multimedia. She studied it, and she came down with me in the early hours of the morning. And a song of mine called Shira Chadasha, we did on the sea. That's the words, of course, come from the Tfilas Shacharis, right before Shemona Esrei. I hope that you'll enjoy it. If I can find it here, where did it go? Here it is. Okay.
Thank you so much, Shulamit. Thank you for this beautiful presentation. Thank you so much. It was just beautiful and gorgeous.
I have to turn off the video by me. Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. If anybody has any questions or anything, or if you want another song, I'm always ready for any song anybody wants. Of Nishmat, of the prayer of Nishmat, I have about 5 different songs with different portions within it, actually. Interestingly enough.
So maybe we can do that next time. Thank you so much. This was so beautiful and